The Pozak family were the residents of Kazimierz from 1633 till 1941. In the early winter of 1941, the Nazis announced that all of the Krakow Jews living in the city center and here in Kazimierz were to be relocated to the ghetto. Krakow was occupied by the Nazis on September 6, 1939. A few days later, all of the synagogues and religious institutions which belonged to the Jews were closed by the Nazis, but the Jews continued living both in the city center and here in Kazimierz up until March 1941. In the early winter of 1941, the Nazis announced that all of the Jews were to be in the ghetto by the end of March 1941. All of a sudden, Krakow markets became full of different goods, which the Jews were trying to sell. They wanted to take cash into the ghetto. The Nazis searched all of the Jewish apartments here in Kazimierz for valuable goods, making the owners to stand 24 hours on the streets in December. And that was done on purpose, to humiliate the Jews. The Jewish schools continued working until December 1939. Then all of them were closed. And this is the memorial sign on the building of the former Jewish school. This building was the home of the private Jewish co-ed commerce secondary school from 1934 to 1938, when it was converted into the private Jewish co-ed merchant college. That was the place where the Jewish boys and girls could learn some secular knowledge and some craft. In March 1941, the Jews walked down or drove down this bridge with their household items and personal belongings from the city center and from Kazimierz to the ghetto. The ghetto was sealed on March 21st, 1941. We are in the neighborhood which was turned into the Krakow Ghetto in March 1941. The main entrance gate into the ghetto was here. These days, you can explore the ghetto area by walking down the Ghetto Memory Trail. And this is one of the signs of this Ghetto Memory Trail. But by no means all of the commercial and residential buildings which were part of the ghetto have been marked with the signs. Neither do the signs answer all of the questions. Where was the Hugo Boss factory? And it was actually one of the few factories located within the borders of the ghetto. Why was the ghetto divided into the A and B sectors? And where was the border? Were there any prayer houses or synagogues? We'll be delighted to take you on this very interesting yet quite sobering in-person tour from Kazimierz to the ghetto. Contact us at yourjewishheritageguide.com to arrange.